Yes, this is Hank the Hog. Oh, yes, Commissioner. Sounds good. I'll get right on it. That's Hank's world. Hello, everyone. It is I, Hank the Hog, here for another edition of Hank's World. And today, we're out at the Airlake Airport waiting for a World War II bomber to show up. Camera operator, it's a B-25, right? Yeah, he's giving me the thumbs up. Oh, this pig is so smart and intelligent. So let's hang out here at the airport and see when the bomber lands. Oh, it's gonna be so cool. Let's watch. And where's that thing? I guess it's not like waiting for a commercial airline. He'll be here soon. Well, I'm here waiting for that bomber. I got my camera all set up. We're gonna get some cool shots. Yeah, I'm gonna zoom in. Yeah, I'm a pig behind the lens. Well, as we're waiting for the B-25 to arrive, I'm joined by one of the members of the Commemorative Air Force, Jim Gilmore. How are you doing today, Jim?
We're good. Weather looks good. We're going to have a fun weekend.
We're very excited to see the cool planes. Now, why don't you tell me a little bit about your group? It is called the Commemorative Air Force?
Yeah, we're about a 200 volunteer member-driven organization. We're one of 80 wings throughout the United States. We have 6 aircraft that we fly at special events, air shows, and things of that nature. We're bringing in a B-25 Mitchell bomber. It's a twin-engine bomber. That's what they called a medium bomber back in the day.
Now, what is the purpose of showing these aircrafts, Jim?
Well, our primary purpose is to educate the public, like I said, about World War II. Just give some younger people nowadays a little bit of history about, you know, what went on back in the 40s and in the war and all that good stuff.
Very cool. Now, we're very excited to see the airplane, but I got to ask you another question. What do you do in your civilian life, Jim?
I own a catering business called Divine Swine Catering. Imagine that.
Oh, poor grandmama!
We might be having you for lunch today.
Oh, so thanks, Jim. I'm getting out of here.
Okay.
Well, now that the planes have landed, I'm joined by another member of the Commemorative Air Force, Bob Goebel. How you doing today, Bob?
Fine, thank you.
Good. Now, these are really cool planes, but I'm a pig, so I don't have any idea what kind of planes they are other than their trainers. Could you tell me a little bit about this yellow one behind you?
I'd be glad to. The yellow one behind you is called a PT-22. It's got a 5-cylinder engine, 2-place cockpit, as you can see. The really cool thing is that it's an open cockpit.
Yeah, they've got no ceiling.
Yep, you betcha.
What do they do if they swallow bugs up there?
It's tasty, extra protein.
I like it. Good answer. And how fast can that plane go?
That cruises about 100 miles an hour, or 100 nautical miles an hour, which is slightly faster than 100 statute miles. But it's a fun plane to fly in. I haven't had the pleasure yet, but I'm looking forward to that.
And what year, kind of just got a general, how old is that plane?
I don't honestly know the original date of the plane. I believe it's late 30s, though, if I remember correctly.
Very cool looking aircraft. Now, if we pan over this way, we got another trainer. What kind of trainer is this, Bob?
Okay, this one's built by the Vultee Corporation.
I'll get out the camera here.
And it's called the BT-13. The BT stands for Basic Trainer. They would start on the primary trainer, which is the PT, and then they'd go to the basic trainer, which is this one. After they get reasonably proficient in this, then they would go on to what's called an advanced trainer. But at any rate, they would fly this, then they'd go to the AT, and then from there they would either go to heavy equipment like the bomber that you just saw come in.
Cool. Well, speaking of the big bomber, I'm going to go over and take a look at that thing.
All right, I think you ought to. It's really cool. Just don't get underneath the engines. They drip oil.
I know. End up bacon, probably. Here I come, Miss Mitchell. And now, here's the big airplane of the event today. It's a B-25 medium-range bomber, nicknamed Miss Mitchell. And there's so many cool things. Let me tell you about this bomber. This is a medium-range bomber that was used during World War II, and the cost to build this thing was $135,000. Incredible. The maximum speed is 275 miles per hour, and the flying range is 1,200 miles. This bomber could hold a load of 4,000 to 6,000 pounds worth of bombs, and the operating cost today to operate this magnificent plane is $2,400 an hour at cruising speed. We're now inside the bomb bay of the B-25, and oh goodness, I hope those are fake bombs, but those are what the bombs would have looked like when they would have dropped them during World War II. Ooh. And to conclude our tour here of the B-25, we are here in front of one of the two engines that this B-25 has. Now, believe it or not, each of these two engines has 14 cylinders, which creates 1,700 horsepower. Oh, wow, it's very cool. Well, we want to thank everybody from the Commemorative Air Force and the people here at Airlake for giving us such a free rein to check out the airplanes here. So, until next time, this is Hank the Hog for Hank's World. See you, folks. Ooh, maybe they'll let me fly this thing.